Hello, everybody. It is October 3rd, 2019. It is Thursday, 3:08 p.m. here in Arizona. First of all, this is not financial advice. Listen at your own peril. With that said, let's check out what Bitcoin's doing today. All right. Tether into Bitcoin at 1.6 billion and Tether into Ethereum at 768 million. Where is Bitcoin going? Bitcoin into Ethereum at 612 million, Bitcoin into Litecoin at 209 million. That's over the last 24 hours on these cool looking charts over at CoinLib.io. Going to look over here at Messari.io for market cap, and that is 146 billion, and the real volume over the last 24 hours has been 301 million for Bitcoin. Gonna look at something a little bit unique today. Let's just take a look here at the S&P 500 on the daily. We've been up for a while, and now as you can see that trend, are we in a channel? Just gonna look at this, kind of like this. Are we in a channel going up? And if we are, did we just maybe break below that? We shall see. But we can definitely see over the last 2 days, actually we had 2 days, definitely we were going downhill, but today is a green candle. So maybe we're going to have a little bit of a turnaround. Stay in that channel. This is the Russell 2000 index. Many who look at the S&P 500 for relative market strength look here also. And as you can see, both the S&P and the Russell are down in the last couple days. But the Russell is the same, 2 down candles and then 1 green candle today. So the S&P and the Russell seem to be maybe turning around. Hopefully they found a bottom of a channel. They're bouncing off some resistance. And what I was doing, kind of for fun, was I put this idea out there on TradingView just so I could find it again easier. I linked to it in the show notes. But basically, this is it. Here's Bitcoin up top. Then you have the S&P 500, then you have the Russell 2000. These are all in the daily, and the white trend line there on all of them is the 200 moving average. And I've just been kind of looking at this. This is since the beginning of 2018, what you're seeing here in the chart. Do these relate? I mean, the S&P 500 and the Russell 2000, they kind of look like twins, really. And I was just wondering, do they relate to Bitcoin at all? Does Bitcoin react to them? So I don't know. Take a look yourself. Bitcoin seems to, at least kind of do what they do. Anyway, just something to keep in mind. This is a good chart to look at. See if you can gauge by the S&P 500 and the Russell possibly what Bitcoin is going to do. I mean, the Russell and the S&P look like they possibly are turning around. And if we look at the daily, Bitcoin has been riding that 200 moving average on the daily. So maybe everybody's turning around here. Bitcoin dominance is at 69.8%. Total altcoin market cap is 63 billion. This is the daily shorts versus longs. There is more longs than there are shorts. So take that for what it's worth. Bitcoin on the weekly. Well, of course, on the weekly, we are still below this dotted purple line here, which is the 21-week EMA. We're still below that. And we definitely last week sucked, as you can tell by that. Well, last week sucked, as you can tell by that red candle. But this week, so far, hey, it's Thursday and we're still green. So that's not too bad. RSI is not in a bad spot to move up. But of course, the MACD on the weekly is still absolutely dismal. So that's about the best I can say for it. Now, with that said, at least we are still above this white line here, the 200 moving average. All right, let's look at the daily where things are more helpful. On the daily for Bitcoin, as we can see, we're riding just under that 200 moving average. The 200 moving average seems to be resistance with the occasional wick up. Not bad. I can deal with that. RSI is definitely low. It's got room to move up. What's making me happy here on this chart is this. the MACD. I mean, the histogram here, as you can see, has gone from red to pink. We are closing the gap between the MACD, the blue line, and the signal. So let's see what happens. Although look at the MACD today, it's not playing the game. It's going a little sideways there rather than up. Let's see how the day plays out. This is the trend oscillator by Lazy Bear. I linked to it in the show notes. It's kind of like the MACD, but it's more, I'd say, a little bit more of a little better MACD. Here's the this green dotted line here is your oversold. We're definitely oversold, and this is the wave trend indicator. Yeah, wave trend oscillator is what it's called. This is the wave trend oscillator line here, the green line, and we are above the red signal line. So that's a good sign. So the MACD and the wave trend oscillator by Lazy Bear, linked to in the show notes, are looking good on the daily. Although that daily candle here, what's that? Looking kind of red. Hey, get with the program. Show up for work. Now, this is the 4-hour. And we do have, I'm just looking at this just to show, basically, this is going back to just to June. We are well below the 200 moving average on the 4-hour. Why I kind of like to look at this 4-hour chart here is you can see the VRTR or VRT, whatever they call it. I forget the name of it. Yeah, VPVR over here on the right. You can find that on TradingView. You know, this really is showing buy and sell volume, and we did have a good deal of buy and sell volume up around 10,300. So we have less down here where we're at now at right around 8,000. Less buy sell volume here where we're at than we did back at 10,300. So I don't know, just a thought. It would lend me to think, hopefully, if we can recover in that daily, maybe we'll start to move up where we had greater volume. You know, let's face it, this is Bitcoin. You could do that in a matter of hours. Now, looking at the hourly chart, we are still below the 200 moving average. The Super Guppy indicator here is red, not green. Let's look at that in the 4-hour. Yeah, on the 4-hour, the Super Guppy indicator, all the EMAs are red. We've rolled red. How's on the daily? On the daily, it's red too. So we don't have a Super Guppy, EMA trend reversal at all. We're still in the red as far as what that indicator can tell you. So this is the SAR indicator down here. It's green on the hourly. We've got 2 green dots, and the MACD is still negative, but it's closing positive on the hourly, and we're still below the 200 moving average. So there you go. Now, 45-minute chart, one of my favorites. MACD is about to turn positive. We have a green SAR dot, and we are working really close on getting over that 200 moving average. It would not surprise me if we turn green here in the EMA ribbons from the Super Guppy indicator before anything else. I forgot to use my little news thing. Well, anyway, news. Got the news icon. This here is a great frequently asked questions that Jonathan Regan did over at Blockchain Education, where I am a member, and there'll be a link in the show notes for that. And I trade there. Well, I should say I've been a member there, and there's signals in that group, and you can use those signals I make money from them, and you can learn to trade there. There's videos you can watch, hours of videos, and before long you'll be in the chat. I'm Cowboy Craig in the chat, by the way, and you'll be sparring charts with experts. And this is how really I have made money in crypto. So I endorse it. It's in the show notes. Click my affiliate link, and you will be glad you did. If you'd really like to get into trading, I mean, look, 2018 was not the funnest year for every trader. Maybe not even 2019 has been the funnest year for every trader so far. But you know what? You can make money whether the market's going up or down if you know how. And Blockchain Education is where I learned. Check it out. Join. You will not regret it. Come hang out. Now, with that said, the last news of the day is over here at Blacklisted News. This is a site that a friend of mine actually heads up. Doug Owen over there at Blacklisted News. This is just something to think about. Americans spent more on taxes in 2018 than on food, clothing, and healthcare combined. Could there possibly be a better sales pitch for a decentralized currency that is not monitored in every possible way and taxed in every possible way? So with that said, I forgot to use my little image for like, share, and subscribe, but like, share, and subscribe. And basically, in summary, Bitcoin's not, well, I'm not sure what to do in Bitcoin right now. Not sure if I should long or I should short. The daily does appear to be turning around for the good of things as far as if you are a long. And one thing that is for sure, via blockchain education, I have learned to just make money in this market. Right now, Bitcoin has been slightly sideways, and that is helping some alts really take off. And over at blockchain education, we're on that, and we're making money. We're in. So take care. I'll do this again tomorrow. As always, I will try to get it out earlier, and we'll go deeper, and I'll go faster. We'll get through this. I'll see you tomorrow.